Yep, we're on.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Would you like to tell them about our new setup?
Welcome back to the 444 The Girls podcast. Yes. We never say that. We just assume that they remember who the fuck we are.
We are
444 The Girls. I'm Kirstin.
I'm Zakia.
Welcome back.
So yeah. Embarrassed.
Yeah,
it was very much given.
So we had to change the scenery first things first. Like, if you're just looking in, you're like, wait, that's not the regular scenery. We're just trying some new. We're in the living room, trying out different things. My kids don't want to be in the same room together, so I got to move some furniture around upstairs. So I'm just seeing what I can do. But last week we were toxic as fuck. We're in a different space
we
now.
were 444 the toxic girls last week.
We were 444 the toxic bitches. And that's what that episode is called, 444 the toxic.
This week we are 444 the healed.
Healing. The Lord is still working on me.
He knows my heart. He know I did not mean to say what I said. It's something I'm thinking about that I was like, girl, you did not say that shit.
You did say that. I know what you're talking about. After the message you sent me. I was like, did she say that? And then when I was uploading the footage, I was like, oh, she did basically say that.
It was so obvious. Anyway, y'all, shit happens. Like I told, we really had a whole conversation about this. Like, since last week was bad, mental health was on motherfucking 1 on a scale of.
We were unhinged.
Here.
And I was so deep in I was just about to say, I was so deep in my shit that I didn't realize that you were also
like we couldn't even reel each other. We couldn't even reel each other in back to
right.
Heal.
Like, come on, like center yourself, bitch, because we were both
a nasty, toxic, mean mess.
We were so mean, and I sounded so desperate. Okay, so here's what I've come to from that. Okay, because I feel like I had a right to be like feeling some kind of way, but the way I went about it was not right. Like, I was asked multiple times, you good? And so I think that what happens is when I bottle shit up, it comes out so wrong when it finally I got to the point where I could not hold that shit anymore, and it all came up.
You didn't have to.
I didn't.
Just be like me and say your shit as soon as it comes to
right.
Your brain.
But yeah, exactly. And that's what I need to work on, activating my third chakra.
Mine is too activated, so I need to work on
thinking.
It's too activated. So I need to. I love that I say what I'm thinking, but I need to be more like balanced. You like take a minute to think on it before I just say it, because I just say it and then be like, that was some dumb weak ass shit to say.
Yeah, I feel like we need to when our powers combined,
we will be a dope bitch.
Right.
Me and you in one.
Right.
But that's all we've been talking about that the whole time. We're just this and that. Yeah, me and her will be one dope bitch combined. Anyhow, okay.
So we're just helping each other get there.
We're healing.
We're healing.
This is 444 the girls.
This is 444 the girls.
The angels are with us.
You know what? So I talked about it with my friend because and we're not going to stay on this too long. Promise. But I talked about it with my friend, and she was, because her dude is a Libra, and he's been acting out. He was snapping and shit, right? And I was like, you know what? I said, I think it's one of the.
I burp every time I sit with you?
Every time.
I'm not going to call me burping.
Well, I'm farting the mouth, girl, so I think it's that, like, as Libras, we're always trying to keep the peace, and we always bottle shit in. And when we're bottling it in, because we have not said our piece, we're assuming situations and scenarios in our head and making up this story so that it becomes way bigger than it actually is.
Sounds like women.
But no, that's a nigga.
He does it too.
Yeah, he does it too. And it comes out instead of, because me, you know, I'm like planning on, I had a whole fucking speech with bullet points and this and this and this.
PowerPoint.
But then when I sent a text like, you know, I was trying to wait until you didn't have work, but hit me up when you have time to speak freely, right? So he called me. And I was like, I did not expect it immediately, which I was not expecting. I was expecting like well, he did text, what I do? And then right after that, called me.
You were looking stupid as shit.
I was like a weak ass bitch crying. Well, I just feel like you think I'm draining and I'm too much and I get on your nerves and you won't be around me. And you put me in the friend zone. He laughed. He was like, you're not in the friend zone. I had you kicking it with my moms and shit. Which is exactly what was so confusing. So I think I just made up a story in my head and believed it and ran with it. Huh?
You actually had to get that out. To y'all so bad. Because you've been guilty all week.
I've been feeling so guilty. Like, they are going to think that she is really undone and unhinged.
Well,
I don't give a fuck what y'all think. So, boom. I'm just clearing my name.
I haven't felt guilty. A little bit bad, not guilty. So let me go over we'll keep it very, very short. Okay, so I don't.
We
remember.
just feel like we don't want you guys to worry about us because we were very off the rails last time.
I'm not even gonna talk about those two that are staying in 2022. Like we cool. I'm not talking about that. Y'all know that's my story. That was my part of my life. They're staying in this year. But I don't remember if I called him grocery store or Whole Foods. I don't remember what I called him, but
I think we called him Whole Foods.
Okay, so Whole Foods.
Because we were talking about him buying expensive produce.
Yeah, he's so classy. Listen though.
Everybody in Whole Foods ain't fucking classy. Just to
yeah, because I was
clear
there.
Listen,
I be in there, and I be in there with my motherfucking frozen bags of shrimp. He had spinach and shit. All right, anyway, nothing happened, y'all. I'm getting tired of this. Nothing happened. We briefly talked about if our schedules permitted, we would like meet up. My schedule was fine. His didn't permit, so nothing happened. I barely talked to him in the past week, and it's okay. Just another one bites the motherfucking dust. But yeah, that's just he's probably choosing himself as I should be doing, and I am. But I still need some balance. I still need some little bar time and a little kiki. Anyway, that's that. Nothing. I don't have anything exciting to say about anything related to that.
So you just reminded me. My best friend, like, she gave me a little minor talking to. So I told you how I didn't tell her that I was down there, right? And so...
Oh, so you had to go back and tell her the whole thing.
Well, I was like, I didn't tell you at first because I didn't know what my time was going to look like. And then, because I was like, hey, I got to tell you something and you're going to be mad. And I just need... So there's a reason, and beforehand there was a reason, and then afterwards there was a different reason. I didn't want you to lecture me, and blah, blah. She's like, I don't care. She's like, I can't be laid up with you. You need to have that time to yourself, or you need to have that time. So for me, it's like, yes, I do need to be working on myself, and I've been putting in a whole lot of fucking work, but at the same time,
it ain't nothing wrong.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Yes,
shit. I want a man, and that man. I am in love. I'm like,
you gotta do it again. Don't start talking. You shouldn't have said that last week. Listen, I ain't in love with nobody. But with all this said, with work and kids, I understand that you're supposed to heal and take your time. Look, a little bit of balance, a little bit of date night would be that's
right because that's also so I saw something on probably on Instagram because that's where we'd be at in them Instagram streets. But I saw something that was people will think they're healed because they haven't gone on a date or been in a relationship or had sex for months or a year, whatever. But then as soon as you interact with somebody who triggers that part of you, you go right back. Yeah. Because it said you really can't be healed by avoidance.
That's true.
It's about how you react. Yeah. And so sometimes healing happens in relational interactions.
So for example, I hate to even say this out loud, but all right, so Whole Foods, that didn't happen. Then there was another one, I don't know if I ever spoke on him, but we start talking briefly, teeny bit, because I follow him on Instagram, he followed me back, send me your number, blah, blah, blah. It never made it past a week. So that's the second guy that never made it past the week. I didn't do anything or nothing, so it doesn't matter. But I say this to say each time that this is happening now, I'm just so no hard feelings, but when I see these traits of unavailable men, you're out of here.
And don't take it personal.
Yeah, I'm not taking it personal because who am I to say You're not busy with work. You're focused on yourself and your kids, whatever. So that is healing too, right?
Right.
That's like,
it's healing to be like, okay.
I'm not going to text you a paragraph and ask you, why? No, I'm just,
what is it about me?
If I bump into you, right, you don't like me. If I bump into you and see you in the streets and then we talk again, cool. If not, it's all love. That
now that we know we'd be at the same places. I'm saying.
Yeah, because but yeah, that's a form of healing for me, because usually I send a paragraph, want to know why. No, it's okay.
Yeah, because it ain't always about you.
Yeah, it's not always about me. So that, I think that's part of my healing journey. Like, men that would have usually liked me are not really fucking with me right now, and I am to learn to let it go and wait for the one that is going to fuck with me.
Yeah,
that sounds so like, but it's you get what I'm trying to say.
Way better than it was before.
If somebody else
last week we were like,
so fuck last week. Last week is done.
Yeah.
What else?
So speaking of last week is done, let's stop talking about these niggas.
Yeah, fuck it. No, I ain't gonna never say fuck it.
I ain't saying fuck these niggas. I'm just saying, like,
other shit has happened.
We have other things to discuss with y'all. Like, emotionally, I'm in a way better place. We have other things to talk about. Like, no, but like last week, I was an emotional wreck. This week, emotionally, I'm in a much better place. Mentally, I do feel exhausted. I feel burnt out. This was just a very busy week. Like, it was Parker's birthday. And so, even though we didn't have the party yet, like, I still had to make it special for him. You know what I mean? Then work has been working. And then my dumb ass volunteered for... Did I tell you what Parker was like? Why don't you just stop volunteering? Did I tell you that? I was like, I can't believe I volunteered. Oh, no. You talking about the fact that I volunteered for that field trip.
You volunteered for some other shit, too?
Yes, bitch. I volunteered to enter the bake contest at work.
Why would you do that? When does that do?
I did. It was yesterday.
How much stuff you had to bake?
So I was like, okay, I'll bake a cheesecake. Boom. Mm-hmm. Right? But then I was looking at the logistics, and it was like, you need to make sure that you have enough for 36 tastings. So I'm like...
They would have all been getting a little spoon, bitch.
That's what I should have done.
What you do?
I made a gigantic 12 by 18 cheesecake with 8 packs of cream cheese. That shit was fucking phenomenal, too.
Oh, well, that's good.
But I had to, like, stay up. You know I go to bed at 9:30. I was staying up, waiting on it to bake. Then you got to open the door and let it sit in the oven for an hour. And then the next morning I had to get up and make the sauce and all of that. Like, and not only did I have to do all that, it's the week with my kids. Yeah. So I had to make lunches, put them in. There was a half day for no reason.
Oh, Rico and Michael get up and make their own sandwiches.
You know what? That's what Parker doesn't eat sandwiches.
What they eat?
Sean eats the same sandwich every day, and he knows how to make his sandwich. He won't, but he does. Parker, I have to, like, go down a list of options for him every day. Like, you want a Hot Pocket?
Can you take those to school? Because Zahara can. Yeah, she's been doing that lately.
Yeah. So today he was like, can I just have, like, a hot dog cut up in pieces? So I had to make
you had to boil a hot dog?
Well, they had hot dogs the other night for dinner, so I
just chopped it.
Yeah. They don't eat cereal. Like, these little niggas is fucking bougie.
My kids, I don't eat cereal, but my kids
I don't eat cereal either, so I can't get mad about it.
Maybe they got it from their dad.
I don't eat cereal neither, because I don't like milk.
But, my kids are easy with all that. But, damn, what I was about to say. Oh, my week, what was yours?
You had some good shit going on.
Yeah, so let's just focus on that. Okay.
Yeah, let's focus on the good shit.
So, between literally last Friday to now. Okay. Last Friday, I started with going to my favorite tattoo artist, her shop. She wanted to talk to me about some things. And I ended up got a little job position part-time there, which is great because I manifested the fuck out of that. Because I was telling my niece recently, like, I want to do something else too. I don't know what, but I want to, like, do some shit with other entrepreneurs.
And I feel like last week we had a conversation about her. Weren't we talking about her about something last week?
I don't know. But I love her.
We did have a conversation about her.
On this?
No, not on this. Just but, like, we were just talking.
I don't know. But she Long story short, I've been following her before I had my business. Always looked up to her. Then I got my business, and I got my tattoo done from her. She ended up following me back. We became friends or whatever. So now, a talk with her ended up turning into something part-time, which is crazy because I got asked for that. I'm like, God, I want to do something more, but I don't know what it's called, but I want to like do other work with entrepreneurs. Like I want to bring them value. I don't know what it's going to be called, but that happened. Okay. So then the same night I went to Pinky Cole's book signing, who I love her. I always say she's my Beyonce in entrepreneurship. Went to her book signing. Her DJ is actually one of my customers. Her DJ asked me to bring her a sweatshirt. I did. She put it on immediately. That was real cute. As I'm walking off the stage, Pinky's business manager pulls me to the side like, I know who you are, blah, blah, blah. We get to talking. We exchange numbers, and then I have a conversation with her, helping her with some shit maybe 4 days ago. Then today, right before I came here, I went to a art studio who I didn't even know till recently. It's an artist that I follow on Instagram. We've been following each other for probably like 2 years. I didn't even know she lived in Maryland. I ended up seeing a post somebody else made, tagging her new business. I realized it's her business. I'm like, oh shit, you're in Maryland and in Kensington and that. So I go talk to her. Same thing. I'm like walking around like, you should do this, that. And she's like, damn, that's a good idea. So I keep finding myself doing this like little mini consultation type of shit. Stuff that I do for free. Like I literally do that shit for free. So that was that. She's the coolest. She's like in her 50s, white lady, but like she is me in my 50s. She is just the coolest fucking thing, right? So it was just a good week because I'm realizing that even though it hasn't been seeming like it a lot of this year, I'm still getting like, I literally put that in the air. Like, I don't know what I want to do, God. I want to do something with other women businesses, and it's starting to happen. It's not like no bunch of money coming from it yet, but that's happening. Then this, so like things are happening. The year is wrapping up. Feeling better because y'all know I didn't keep no secret about the hot mess of a fucking year it's been, but it's feeling like if this is the wrap up leading into 2023, then I feel very, very hopeful and positive again. Like Zakia.
I know. So I think it must have been Saturday because I was in the Whole Foods park. So the boys, they have their coding, right? So, like, all of a sudden, that realization washed over me. You know what I mean? Because I had been so thick in well, what about this? What about that? And I was like, no, like, I literally said, like, I'm going to have this situation. I'm going to, remember the last time I said, I'm going to get a job. And then I got the job. And then I was like, for this year, I was like, I'm going to have, like, certain people in my life. I'm going to be, focusing on my podcast. And then it ended up that I had certain people in my you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
that situation's still crazy because they really, I mean, even that,
right? That's what I'm saying. Like I said, like
you kept saying we're gonna
do something. Like I kept on saying, I don't know what it is,
and then like bumping into you on Target and shit,
right?
Because my car was outside. Remember that was funny.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I had just taken a picture. So y'all, this is crazy. I think we briefly touched on this, but so I used to buy shit from Zakia, and I always gotta post stuff online, like, like on Instagram. I make little videos or whatever, and like I fuck with small businesses, especially if they're Black-owned businesses, and I will always tag it, right? So I would like, every time I got a new package from Quartz and Rainbows, I tag Quartz and Rainbows, and so like, she would say thank you, and then she would start following me, and then we had like a conversation. She agreed to do an episode of my old podcast that was focused only on like Black moms and all that, you know what I'm saying? And so, then I was on my way to Target near my job, and I saw somebody's license plate that said 888, and I took a picture and I was going to send it to her, but then like I got into Target and was dilly-dallying and forgot what I was doing.
888 is my number.
888 is your number.
Yeah, I love that number.
So I come out of the Target and I see some man taking pictures in front of a pink Jeep. And I'm like, oh shit. Right? I was like, are you at Target? Because somebody's out here taking pictures with your car. She was like, yes. I'm like, I got to show you this. So I run into Target. It was like one of your son's birthday. So I show you the picture. And I'm like, yo, and I literally said to you, I said, I saw this number. I thought of you. Then I come out of Target.
And I'm
and
inside.
your car's here. Right.
It's
and you're
clearly me.
Exactly. And I said, this means that we're supposed to make a whole lot of money together. Yeah, I had your big ass.
You had the planner
in my purse, and I was like, "Hold on, let me find my phone." I gotta get past this big fat ass planner, and you're like, "Shut up." So, like, it was just wild. Like, it was just one of those things that I was like, I don't know what we're supposed to be doing, but we're supposed to be doing something. And I just felt it, and I was like, no, we gotta do something.
Listen, I think we are in the 40s for the viewers now.
Yeah.
Listen, bitch. Listen, I'm telling y'all, this shit gonna get bigger and better. We're gonna be having guests.
Yes.
It's gonna give all the things to my favorite podcast. Yes. It's gonna give all of that.
It's going to be the favorite podcast.
With a sprinkle of me and Kirstin, it's gonna be different.
Right.
Yeah. All that to say, because that was this year.
Yep, that was this year.
So we say all that to say that
we got
things are still happening.
Exactly. We just had a whole bunch of bullshit that happened this year, but at the same time, it helped us to realize, like, I can't be doing this. I need to be doing that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, there was a whole lot of nonsense with these men.
Whole lot. Life
changes,
like
major life changes.
Oh, something cute happened with that too, with me possibly downgrading my place, but still having a nice place. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I bit off more than I can chew. My bills are really high in life, and just nothing that other people aren't experiencing. But all of that this year has been but all of that, and it's still, you have to remember, there's still some good going on amongst the chaos. Like, I had some really good conversations this week, like just dope shit to end the year. Like, this is how I want to end December. Mm-hmm. Like, just feeling good. Like, I am valuable. There's more to just Quartz and Rainbows. There's more than these niggas. There's more than just being a mom. Like, I know that I'm valuable. Yeah. So yeah, I like it. I love it for us.
I love it for us.
And the friends, nothing to say. That you listen to Roland Ray? I don't know why, just kind of. And the friends, nothing to say. I don't know why. Did you see? Hold up. Did you see that nigga on the Shade Room scamming people for their ads and shit? Roland Ray, you gotta watch it.
No.
Oh my God, it was funny. He ended up giving them refunds, but listen, I'm gonna talk about it because we don't want to get into gossip. So this is funny. Yeah. So Roland Ray was taking money like for ads, like $75 ad posts and shit that everybody be doing.
Like the coochie wash and the vitamins, like how like random people be like, oh, these vitamins for your coochie, or just
well, I think
yoni wash.
Probably not so much that, because those are probably bigger. It would be more so him like just posting a picture for you. Okay. Like, not, you probably got to charge more just from the speak. I don't know how it works, but anyway, people paying him $75 to $100, and like they weren't getting posted, so they're DMing him like, hey, what's up? Like, can I get the post or a refund? He starts like spazzing. Ugh, your ugly ass. I fuck your refund. Like, if you could hear, I was crying. Like, if you could hear the way he was talking to these people after he got their $75. Fuck your little $75. It's nothing. Like, Kirstin.
That's where they're fucked up, because it should have been a same time transaction. We get it. We know. Because we didn't.
Oh, I done got played by some Instagram bitches. I done got played.
I think she's talking about me, y'all, because I'm supposed to be doing.
No, not that.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I'm just saying that every time that I've posted your video, then you've paid me. It's been like a.
Well, that ain't usually how it go. I think that's just our relationship.
I mean, it's not a paid promotion, y'all.
I don't think that's how it goes.
It's not a paid promotion.
No,
guys.
That's a whole other story about our shit, because she's funny. She's my ideal customer, and I'm like, listen, I think you should do this anyway. Yeah. Listen. This man is funny as fuck. He was cussing these people out after having their money. It was the funniest. He is so tacky. Dare you? They all that. He called them bitches ugly. Like, get the fuck off my line, ugly. Fuck your $75. Going, then said it was a mix up. His manager was taking the money. So why are you the one replying with your voice now? We all know your voice with that big ass tongue. So yes. We can talk about it because everybody knows he got a big ass tongue.
Did you see that girl, the white girl who was like Jesus after 3 days? And I was like, it was never given dead. And she was like, I gotta find it and send it to you. No. But she did the same thing. She was like, it was never given dead.
Like he said, it never gave dead.
It never gave dead.
But yeah, I don't know where that came from, because I randomly said a Roland Ray quote like I always do with Zahara. We just do that randomly. That's the fun part about having a girl.
Did you ever see when that girl was supposed to be doing a review of like the body lotion and her cousin? I was like, that's fake. She was like, oh, she on there. Oh, I like that. I would wear that for me. I really do. Like that shit was embarrassing. I don't know because she couldn't do nothing. She was like,
yeah,
stuck on stupid.
What else? I'm cool.
It was Zahara's birthday too. I didn't realize that both of us had a firstborn to Sag.
Oh, yeah. Me and her have a love-hate. She said she don't like Pisces. I said, I don't particularly like you either, motherfucker.
I do not like Sag. Well, no, I'm lying. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's to be determined with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, her friends ended up coming for her birthday. We didn't do nothing too major. She got a bunch of money from her dad, so that's why the pressure was off me.
Yeah.
Sis came back with fucking a nice chunk of change.
Nice pocket full of money. Good.
Yeah, so I didn't have to do too much. I think that wraps up my week.
There was something that I was gonna say. For this weekend, this is where I go wrong. Okay? Because I'm always like, I'm going to rest.
Yeah.
Right? But my boundaries are weak as fuck. Because my boundaries with myself are weak as fuck because I'm like, I'm going to rest. But then I'm like, I should just go to IKEA and then do, like, I make up all these fucking tasks for myself. Yeah. No, I do feel like I have to fucking handle, like, the laundry and, like, I really, so.
I need to do, my laundry is trifling.
It's terrible. It's clean.
No, mine's
but it's just not folded.
Mine's is both. I have a big ass pile of dirty clothes.
You know how trifling it is that my kids have to fucking go through a big basket of socks to put them shits together?
Yes.
Every morning you gotta find them.
I'm like, hold on, let me get your socks.
Right. You gotta like, and you know what? It triggers me because I used to miss the bus over that shit all the fucking time because I couldn't find a pair of socks. Now Parker, he does not put himself through that. He will put 2 different socks on and not give a fuck.
But the few times, like in my whole parenting career, when that shit be done right and you can open that door and get them out, it feels so good. So we gotta get that together.
We gotta get it together.
Cause not like that shit. When you open up and get them socks and underwear and t-shirt in one thing, it feels so accomplished.
Without
so
like having to do this and like,
bitch, the motherfucking underwear be in their room, the socks be in Jahan's crib.
Right. They gotta reach through the slats.
Yes. They're like, I'm just waiting on my, I'm like, y'all again, just waiting on my socks.
And they're like, you know where the socks are. And they're like, no, we don't, bitch.
Actually, we fucking don't.
This morning, I was like, Parker, can you please go help him find the socks? Parker was like, where are they? I was like, I'm trying to make the sandwiches. Can you please go help him find the socks?
It's not like me. I cussed the hard ass out this one. I'm like, it's you that has to be on school early and shit. Can you fucking go cut the sandwich? We're like, can you cut my sandwich? Right. They make it out. Cut it with a big knife. The fuck? I hate it here.
Chaotic.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it here, but
I know the parenthood is ghetto.
It's ghetto. I don't hate it here. I just want.
I need to work on my systems.
Yes.
So like
the same systems you need at work, you need with parenting. Like the fucking socks folded up in the drawer. That's a system.
The first couple of weeks were great because I started off the year like I had I had Monday through Friday in like a big gallon bag that was labeled Monday, Tuesday. So in the morning you get up, but that shit fell apart because then I had to wash and dry and fold them clothes. Now it's like
you're right though.
Underwear.
It is that, but you do need systems for parenthood. You are so right.
You gotta have systems, and not only do we need systems, but they also need
Jahan's
systems.
father.
They like structure.
Jahan's father's good with that. He legit has systems with work and parenting. So Mike too.
He's very like
he's
very much like a spreadsheet guy. Yeah. Like he will send me spreadsheets for every fucking thing.
Oh,
like
God,
that was
he
one
would
of the
have too.
That's one of the things that like that.
Are you fucking serious?
But he would send me calendar invites for every fucking like it would be like Kirstin nails on the calendar. Oh, I didn't see it on the calendar.
Yeah, he writes. You're right. That one does the same thing, and like an iPhone. Like me, I write stuff down, but he would like have a calendar invite. I would have to put it on the calendar. If it's not on the calendar, he's not acknowledging it. Him too, but it ain't bad. We talking shit, but clearly we the hot ass messes, and they over there parenting good as shit.
Now I go over his house, there's no toys on the floor. Like if I go to drop the kids off, and part of me was a little bit resentful of that because I was like, okay, he went and he moved out, but he moved out into like a place that's newer, and like instead of taking all this shit with him, like he got new stuff, and I'm here calling pest control about the fucking mice. The mice are gone. Okay, knock on wood. I have not seen the motherfucker. Bye, Mickey. The fuck out of here. But like, you know, like I just kind of felt resentful because I'm like, you get this fresh
mice
clean
infestation.
I was worried. Like I was like, they're gonna call the people all night.
They are so disrespectful.
They are so fucking rude. The moment that I knew, like, okay, we gotta crack down, I was like,
on the snacks and out and shit like that.
Oh yes, on the snacks being out.
The kids they do not understand.
They don't. And my kids, you know, they had a pet that looked a bit like a tailless mouse.
They're like,
oh, mousy. Yeah, no, they don't care. And I'm like, this is disgusting. This is nasty. So I was like going to get something out the mousy. I was going to get something out of the pantry, and a motherfucker walked. It was the middle of the night, and I was getting a snack, and a motherfucker walked past the Pop-Tart box.
Oh, so you opened it and it was
like eye level.
Oh God,
bitch. So I took everything out of the pantry, threw everything out, and I went and got like those bins, like the hard plastic bins, and everything is in there. Yes,
good. Then that does work. But I hate mice. We start talking about niggas to mice. I hate mice.
Pesky, all of it. Especially when you fucking worried about an infestation. So I was saying, so then I started, like, I was like, I really need to rest, right? But then I remembered that my old boss texted me, like, you know, hey, gorgeous, we need to catch up and go to a winery. So I texted him, I never responded. I'm so sorry. I'm still available. I don't have the boys with me, though, you know, because she was like, oh, you know, we can go to a winery, which really I didn't want to take my kids to no winery. That's not
fun.
Right. I don't want to have to pay attention to these little boys.
I'm the person that people are like, you can bring the kids. No,
I don't want to.
No, I'll see you when on my weekend when I don't have
exactly. So she was like, I'll get back to you. So then we're gonna meet up, and I'm like, okay, well, that's not until after 5. You know, this is like, I still have the boys like this weekend, but Saturday I don't. But so then the handyman called because I need to get the heating thing replaced because my electric bill is like $400 a month because of the HVAC. Right. It's not running right. So he called me this morning. Hey, I need to come. I'm gonna come change that. So I'm like, damn, there goes my Saturday. Yes. I mean, I guess I don't have to like be there while he's doing it.
Like now I gotta put on
clothes. Yeah. Now I gotta have a bra on. Yeah. Now he's gonna be asking me to turn shit on, and he's gonna be walking in and out. He's gonna be messing with the
water and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's gonna be like having to come in and mess with the fuses, and I don't know what the fuck it takes to do all that. But like, I don't feel like I just want to. I want my house to be clean, and then I want to rot. I want to vegetate. But I feel like I can't. I have so many things.
Every weekend I'll be having that laundry and shit on my to-do list, and it don't happen.
And I can't really relax because I have that to-do list. And that's what I need to start, like, letting go of. You know what I mean? Like, okay. But when the laundry's folded, it makes the rest of the week so much easier.
Even like I said, them socks, girl, them socks and underwear being in the drawers where they belong.
Yeah.
Whew, we gonna get it together.
One thing I did allow myself to do again is I called them people to come pick up the clothes. To pick up the clothes. So I did that this morning. But the last time, you know how long them clothes stayed in the bags?
Oh, you ain't
weeks because I was like I have to go fold the clothes that are in the drawer that they're not wearing. But what I need to do is just take them shits out and donate them or something.
Oh, I'm good at that. I don't keep the minute. The motherfucking pants look short or something, it's donated. That's one thing. I'm opposite of a hoarder. Like, okay, so my shit is like my dirty clothes and stuff will pile up. But as far as keeping things, I'm the opposite. I'm
bad about it, and that's what I was saying. Like Mike didn't have to take any of this shit with him. He went and got new shit. All his beer glasses, his whole collection is downstairs. Like, and like my grandmother was a legit hoarder. My grandmother was a legit for real hoarder. Yeah. Like, probably would have been on the show at some point. So my fear has always been becoming that. You know what I'm saying?
there would already be little signs of it. You ain't that.
I feel like there are signs. You see all these piles of mail and shit.
I mean, I could work on my mails. No, I ain't. We ain't not like the show, bitch. I'm not gonna do that.
So
it never gave.
Whenever I need to like really crack down and clean and like I watch Hoarders and then I get up and I scrub the fuck out of everything. Yeah. But like I feel like that's the other thing. Like, okay, so I was giving myself hell. Like, okay, bitch, is this really what you need to do? Because like, you know, now you have to like figure out how to change. Because the toilet seat, I need to replace like the toilet cover on one of the bathrooms. I bought it. It's just been sitting there. And I'm like, okay, now, you know, this is the life of a single mom. But then I had to say, no, bitch, because that toilet seat was broken before he moved out. Yeah. Okay? And then there was another time that I was like, I'm so tired. Like, oh, this is part of being a single mom. But I'm like, no, this was Thanksgiving week. He would have been working nonstop around the clock anyway, and you would have been feeling exhausted. This is how you always felt. But now, at the end of the day, you don't have to talk to him. Yeah. You can go to sleep. You know what I mean? So I have been really catching myself when I get into that negative, like, oh, you're fucking up, you're ruining your kid's life. No.
Yeah, I've been trying to do much better. Yeah. Like zapping the thought out. Like, it's coming, bye, and replacing it with something positive. Right. Like, even fuck them clothes in the closet, they're gonna get done too. Like, it's not, done. You know, it could be way worse.
Right. So yeah, it's like, for me, it's like, okay, bitch, your kids still go to school in clean clothes. They're not. When I was waiting this morning to go, y'all, I chaperoned a kindergartner field trip today.
That's no fun.
It was hell. I don't even like. I get so overstimulated. I get so overstimulated, and I don't know why. Because that mom guilt of feeling like I need to be present because I'm like tearing up their house and you know their home, and I'm irritable with them, and I need to like be
but
more
you're
present.
Gonna be miserable at the end of the day, and I ain't gonna help either. So fuck that volunteering.
We were in the home stretch. We pulled up to the school, and the little girl was like, he just threw up. Oh. One of the kids threw up, and I wish
it was close to the school already.
We were pulling into the school, and I'm like, we almost make it. Throw up everywhere, and he was in front of me. Like I'm the adult in the back of the bus at this point. Like why couldn't I sit up front and this throw up be behind me, and I don't have to be bothered with it? It was all over his coat. There was a little boy sitting next to him who was like I gotta get at it. Like the other kids were pinching their nose and going past. I'm like, ew, I don't want to look at it. And I'm like, don't touch it. So she had to drop him off at the bus stop. But where was I going? There was a reason I brought that up. I don't know.
Your volunteer guilt that you need to let go of. I mean, I gotta do it again with Jahan, I guess, but or not.
I don't remember what my point was.
It's some parents that cannot go to any of that shit because of work, and that don't make them a bad mom.
Right, and that's what the other kids were saying. They were like, my mom couldn't come because she had to work, and I'm like, technically, I am on the like I was digging in my purse, like
you were
answering
just blessed
emails
to be
the whole
able
time.
To be from your phone, but there's some bomb ass mother that wish she could go or not, but she just can't. Doesn't make her a bad mother because she can't go to a fucking field trip. So let that go, because Zakia ain't trying to go to no more.
I feel like I did my time. I went on a field trip and a child threw up on the bus. I feel like it's just not for me.
I'm with you.
But no, there was a point, and I don't remember what it is, so it must not. Whatever. Moving on. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we just got to give ourselves grace. I think we have to recognize that sometimes we're going to be tired. Like, that's what it was. Tired. That's what it was. Like, the whole, like, mindset of, like, I'm doing terrible, but then you got to, like, just be like, no, bitch, be present.
Them niggas is alive, make it to school on time enough.
Oh, that's what it was. Because I was waiting for them to approve me, because I had to do the
what, your job?
Recognizing abuse. No, for the school, like.
Oh yeah, I had to do that.
I had to do the training, and they hadn't like yet put it in the system that I completed it. So I'm sitting there waiting, and like a couple of the kids who came in tardy, like you could tell that their clothes were so stinky. You know what I mean? And it made me feel sad, but it also made me feel like, not to like say like that mom's doing terrible. We don't know her situation, right? Like the kid has clothes on, period. But I was like, okay, yes, your kids had to spend 10 minutes looking for some socks this morning.
Yeah.
It could be way worse.
Or
You're
the
doing
fact
okay.
that, like, Rico and Rocco, they're growing so tall now. When they try on some
Their
pants and
ankles
they look short, no, take them off. We put them in the donation and you put something else on. Some people don't have that something else.
Yeah, they don't have the option.
Fit.
Them kids be coming looking.
And they, you know, and that don't even mean their parents ain't a good mom. But
right. It means she's doing the best she can.
Yeah, when they try on something and it don't fit, they have another option. And that right there is a blessing.
Right,
so
exactly.
Yeah, I get in my moments too. And then especially with Jahan because he's young and I have him 50-50 with y'all. I have my moments and with his, like, disability he may have. I have my moments too, but still, he has an amazing, loving father and grandmother. Some people don't have that. So, yeah, I'm working on not beating myself up in the parenting shit.
And there's also some stuff that's going on with Sean that had me like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Is this my fault? You know, like behaviorally. But
some kids just different. Rocco,
I was gonna say maybe it's just that he's lazy.
Rocco was a hot mess. He's totally grew out of that. And it wasn't like Jahan where there may be something because Jahan don't have behavioral. His shit is different, but Rocco, there was nothing. It's just he was a bad as shit for a minute.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's getting older, and he will grow into who he's going to be.
He's just having some regressions, you know, and so I was like, you know what, I do need to like. It's time for his checkup anyway. So when he has his checkup, I'll ask.
You address it.
Yeah, I'll address it. But of course, I got onto Google like, what is this? And
well,
it's like, is there a major change in the household, or is there abuse? Or no, when I was doing the abuse thing, I was like, and so I started asking him, I'm like, has someone been touching you? You know what I mean? Like, and he's like, he looked at me, he was like, no. That's exactly what he did. He was like, no.
That's how the kids are looking at me too.
Yeah.
Because for my own reasons, I am so big on that shit. Like,
me too.
I ask them.
Me too. Because I'm like, and that's why I also like, I'm very particular about like who watches my kids. Yeah. Like, you know, I don't have the same help that like my mom did, but it's also because there's a reason why. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to.
Me too. We can save those for later.
Exactly.
We'll keep this one light.
Going down that. Yeah, we're going to keep it light.
This one light,
we're not going to go down that road.
Because you want to get me mad at motherfuckers.
Exactly.
And I'm having a decent day. Yeah, parenting is hard. We're all still learning. And just do your best. Like, I'm far from perfect, but I do my best. And they know it. And they love me. And they be like, it's be times I've said stuff to them and they say like, "Mom, you're great. You're great." Like they tell me.
Did I tell you that Sean said that to me?
You told me that he said something like that recently.
Because I was like, I'm just failing at being a mom right now, and he was like, "He's sitting right here chewing on like a candy." He's like, "No, you're not.
Yes,
you're doing great."
They tell me that all the time.
Yeah.
Or like I even told them like, "Y'all know I love this apartment. My apartment's so nice." I'm like, "We might have to downgrade when this lease is up. We don't care."
Yeah.
Like they do. They're fine. The kids are fine.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever got to my point about the bake sale
in somebody's basement. They would not care.
Oh
yeah, that fucking stupid ass bake sale that you said.
Yeah, so I was like, I can't believe I had volunteered for this bake sale and I haven't even started the cake. And I was like, literally like pouting because I was so tired and like tears were about to come out. Parker was like, "Can't you just stop volunteering for stuff?"
The boy's smart.
The boy is smarter than me.
We gotta just.
And Sean was like, "Mommy, don't cry. Don't cry. Just go to sleep. Just take a nap."
Yeah. And then, I mean, what would be the worst that would happen if you didn't do it and you just told them you had a time?
Sorry, y'all. I had deadlines. I had deadlines. Yeah. Nothing.
So fuck that shit.
But I did it.
Yeah, you did it. But don't do it again.
And
don't do it again.
And Parker keeps on asking me, "Did you win?"
I hope you win, but regardless, bitch, don't do it again. Not for a minute. Maybe like around spring. Rest this winter.
That's the other thing too. I did a Reiki session last night with Big Empress, our girl, Big Empress energy. Clementine, beautiful, bountiful blessings. So I did that, and one of the things that came up was like a big part of it was rest. A big part of it was getting rid of clutter to get your mind right, which I've been saying. How many times have I said I need to purge? I need to have a yard sale or something.
I'll help you when you do it. That'll be fun.
And then the other thing she talked about was the throat chakra being blocked and like communication, you know, like not communicating your needs, and people are willing to deliver for you, but you can't expect people to read your mind.
Because they think you're fine. They think Kirsten's fine.
Right.
She has it all together.
She's good. She's good. She's managing it all. But really, I'm like drowning. So like, I did message my boss this morning. I was like, hey, because I told him, I was like, I need. He was like, how about taking an extra work from home day? And I was like, maybe next week, because this week. Then today I was like, I said, I feel like I'm drowning. And so I think I will take a second work from home day, because I forgot that I have a certification course next week that I forgot about. So that is my goal. I'm going to rest. And part of resting is like putting my hand up and saying, listen, I can't do that. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not going to be able to do this.
Yeah, that's like when I didn't go to that pop-up. I felt bad. But, and I spent my money on
everything. That maybe, but you might have represented your company bad had you gone.
Right. And there was no way I was going to be able to pack and get there on time. I was just like, you know, I'm not doing that.
And you would have been like probably not giving the best of you. And I feel like that's where I'm at right now. Like, there is no aspect that's getting the full version of me, because I'm half-assing everything because I'm tired. I forgot to move that fucking elf, and I had to lie to my kids about that elf. You see it?
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm tired of the elf. I'm tired of Santa.
We had one. I don't even know where it's at. But they still think Santa.
Are your boys still?
Fuck no. Listen,
can they maybe ruin it for my kids?
Them to? Rocco would fucking love for that to be his job.
I don't know if I'm ready.
No, it might be harsh.
Because Parker would be devastated. Parker truly believes.
You don't want them to hear from Rico and Rocco, because they're not going to like them.
Because they're not going to deliver it well.
Like, my sons are a little mess. No, you going to let that shit go for your own. Like, if you got to.
So I had to lie. They were like, Parker came upstairs, because Parker fully believes. Sean is very skeptical of Santa.
I think I did that shit at like 4. I'm so serious.
I stopped believing very early.
I never think I believed when I was little, but I think 4 or 5 years old, and even if it's just for your own sanity, like,
that's what I'm saying.
You gotta keep up with.
First of all,
the elf is cute.
The elf, I know, but Sean like was looking at me. He's like, so if elves are real, why does he have a tag on him, like a toy? And I was like, I mean, you know, Toy Story.
So they believe that elf be walking around this motherfucker.
They believe that he's watching them, and every night he goes. It's a surveillance state.
That can work for you, but this would probably be the last year for your own mental health.
It needs to be the last year for Santa too, because I'm tired of that white man getting.
I passed my kids the cash for the Tooth Fairy bitch.
You believe in magic? Mommy is the fucking magic.
I say, go get my wallet. They already know. Here's your fucking Tooth Fairy money. One time I forgot. Rocco, this was like 3 days ago. Rocco reminded me.
He lost his tooth.
He reminded me. Yeah, I remember that. I remember when I stopped believing in it, because you forgot and just basically told me, "Fuck it, we gotta go to the ATM." I'm so who I am with my friends is also who I am with my kids.
Me
they just
too.
Know.
Like, I don't talk to them in kid voices and
Girl,
these lies.
You're doing better than me, because I'm like, yo, get my wallet here.
But I realized that I created this for myself when I think I told the listeners that I was a stay-at-home mom for 7 years, and I've just gotten back into the workforce. So my job was these kids, was like doing these things.
But it's not no more, and that's okay.
I
know. Make this be the last year. Don't beat me up.
Parker was like, Sean, did you touch Friendly? And I said, nah, he didn't. I said, I got a message from Friendly. He liked hanging upside down behind the TV. And Sean was like, oh, maybe because it's warmer. But Sean is like, kind of like, Sean looked at me. Sean is my youngest.
He's the Rocco, though. That's how
he's
Rocco
the cynic.
Mm-hmm.
Parker is like Buddy the Elf.
That's how their minds are.
Like, wow. Oh my gosh. Mommy, look, you know. Mm-hmm. But I think it's because Parker, like, his birthday is December, and Friendly always greets him on his birthday. Sean said, so he's a toy. He's got toy hair. His hair is not like mine.
Sean all the way fucking with it.
No, he's not all the way. And I was like, you know how Toy Story? He's like, oh, so like in Toy Story, when the grown-ups are, when humans are around, they fall on the ground, and then, okay. Mm-hmm. He's like, all right, maybe it's like that. Then he was like, so who even is Santa? And I said, he's Santa. He was like, no, because Santa's like a person in a costume. So who is Santa?
Girl, this need to be last year for that shit. He asked me so many questions this time.
Last year, Parker lost a tooth, and the elf took the money. Mm-hmm. And a couple days later, Parker's like, Sean, you can't touch Friendly because he's not going to be able to go back to Santa. And Sean was like, he took your money. He stole your money. Like, right? Fuck that. Why are you putting more faith into this elf than me, your brother? He stole your money.
Friendly, you cute over there. Friendly asked me to retire this year. I don't know what type of cute little story you're going to think of. You don't want Rico and Rocco to do it. Fuck no. No, but, girl.
I feel like they just need to. So we do tell them, like, okay, yes, Santa brings you the gifts, but your parents give them the money. Yeah. Because just so they know that it's like other people's parents might not be able to afford to give Santa money. I'm like, we send Santa money. He decides based on how you're acting if you're going to get these gifts or not. And then I'm not going to get my money back, so you better act right.
Meanwhile, I done told my kids, look, y'all know this y'all year with y'all daddy. I'm put this cute ass tree up, but I ain't doing too much. Yeah. My years for the past, I don't know, it's only been, I think I've only done it twice because it's every other year. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing Christmas on my years. We're going to have the tree and stuff, but like I'm doing vacations. We went to Disney on my year. Last year we stayed in the middle of Times Square. Nope, but see, that's what happens when you get to tell them Santa ain't real. Like, they know Mommy's year. Number one, let's be clear. I'm going to get your Han some shit because he needs toys. He's a little baby, but the boys only play with their iPads. They don't need toys. The last of the toys, girl, have been donated. I'm talking about the last of the toys. They gave me like, here, bitch, we don't want these no more. So I'm not doing that. We're making memories. That's our thing. There are
still shit downstairs that they didn't from last year. They did not open.
No, and my kids know. That's our thing. We're not doing toys. Even if like, girl, if the budget was tight or some shit, we would just go to Philly and just stay at a bomb ass hotel like the W or some shit. Like I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. So like. Before we had Parker, like I used to tell Mike, like I don't want them to get used to having a whole bunch of stuff, but unfortunately it has. Mike is very much like a gift giver, like a buyer.
Guess what though? They got 2 houses now.
That's what I'm saying. And I was like, why can't we give them experiences? Like I would rather give my kids experiences.
All of the baby daddies know that I'm done with that. I will forever have a tree.
I put a ban. Like Mike's parents were like annoyed with me one year because I was like, the only toys that are going to come in this house are educational. Do not buy them any nonsense. If you must buy them a toy, buy them right, because Parker just cares about his Nintendo.
Jahan can still get some toys because he's actually still playing with them. He needs them for different reasons. No, Z don't give a fuck. Z just wants some money and some shoes.
So she can go buy the stuff that she wants. Right.
The boys, if I got a bunch of Robux gift cards and split it up in 2010s, they'll be happy. Like, no, I'm not doing it. Y'all dads can do what y'all want. On my years, we are going out of town. Yeah. Period. Experiences.
And and I will admit that part of it is a selfish thing, is because I don't like a whole bunch of toys all over the fucking place. That too. You know what I'm saying? I like my shit to look nice.
That is not selfish.
You say I like my shit to look nice. Mm-hmm. And these little boys don't like to have nice things. You're not going to have your toys all... Like, they know...
That ain't selfish.
The basement is, like... That's where they go and destroy. But even now, I'm like, this can't be like this. Like, it's not cool for me to come downstairs and see this disaster. It sounds like you need to be
Friendly's last fucking year working, bitch.
Yeah, Friendly. It's time to retire. Write them a nice little note. And I'm waiting for one of them to be like, why do you have the same handwriting as Friendly? Because it's me!
You can type it. That'll be an easy way out. Like, oh my God, boys, I have to show you something. You got your note from Friendly that all the kids get when it's time. Some shit like that. It's time. Like, Friendly knows when it's time for kids to know the truth or whatever the fuck.
So here's the only reason that I'm hesitant about that. Because this is the year that we had to have the sit down about Mommy and Daddy are getting a divorce.
Okay, true.
This is also the year that Pac-Man died. On my watch. The hamster.
Okay, you're right.
That was devastating.
Next year, then. Next year.
Maybe before next year. Like, oh, you guys friendly?
Leading into that. No, I see what you're saying. Like, not this season. Yeah. But maybe there won't be a Friendly next Christmas.
Right.
Maybe we'll around or even like around October or something. It could lead into like, it's time.
Friendly, or maybe if one of them kids in school,
they might
tells them.
Because Rico and Rocco,
and they come and ask me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be like, all right,
you
guys,
can do it like that. Rico and Rocco, I tell them,
the jig is up.
They know they can't. Like, we have this thing, we know they can't tell other people. Kids. That's why it would be hilarious when you said that. I'm like, he'd be like, yes, we can tell. They know they can't tell nobody. they know they'll get in trouble. Like you cannot, or if like let's say they came over here and heard one of them say it, they know they got it.
Yeah,
they got
like
they'll
probably be like,
these niggas still.
They'll get in the car like, yo, these weirdos really believe that shit. They think he slides his fat ass down the chimney. Like they be looking at each other like, yo. They be like, it must be a white thing.
That's them, bitch. But no, you're right. I'll give you that. It might not be time right now.
I'm not gonna break it to him now, but this nigga gotta go.
And then talk to Mike about it, but like not now. But
I've tried. So I'm like, do you realize how much work this is for me?
Yeah,
we gotta put timers to remember.
He's a little different. It's okay. Good guy. Because that's how he grew up. Like he grew up very much in La La Land. It's not a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing. But it's a little bit different in our culture. It is. It's okay for them to have a balance.
Because I remember being the kid who was like, Santa's not real. You know what I'm saying? Like I was too. I was the one who was like, girl,
I was too. Like,
you still believe
girl,
like Santa's not.
And
my friend was like, yes, he is, because I wrote him a letter and he wrote me one back. I sent it to the North Pole and he sent me and I'm like,
it never gave that.
Okay, like I was young.
Yeah, me too.
Like, girl, no, like I was like, no. That sounded like that voice. Like I was even saying to like my siblings, like. That voice sounded like Uncle Freddie. Like I remember being like, that sounded like Uncle Freddie. It wasn't Santa.
Uncle Freddie. No, I'm with you. But yeah, I will make this the last year. I think that's fair.
It's just too much pressure.
It is.
And it only fucking works for the first week.
Right. They don't give a fuck about what Freddie or
about what he
sees.
About. Right. Like it used to be like.
Sean probably giving his ass the middle finger, bitch.
Sean probably mooned him. I told you about the time I walked outside and he was mooning somebody.
No, but yeah, he probably be.
I was like, "We're going to jail." There was nobody there, but like I walked outside and he was standing, and I seen his little white ass bent over, pulling his. And I said, "Get in the car. We're going to the jailhouse." And he's. No, Mommy, you hate me because you're gonna say this was like over the summer, and I said if you were a grown up, you wouldn't be allowed near any playgrounds, any schools, any ice cream parlors, or nothing that would have your name on a list. I said my child is not gonna be an indecent exposure. He was like, Mommy, and I said, look at the cops right there. He's like, no, you hate me. Why was he dropping his draws? Like he's probably mooned Friendly or gave him a good like.
Yeah, I'm positive. So Friendly,
bye.
Last year.
Yeah. You got anything else?
Just gonna keep
you
pushing.
Gonna go get them claws done?
Yeah, y'all been seeing me raggedy for like I skipped an appointment, so it's way overdue.
I'm amazed though. See, that's the difference between you and me. My nails don't last past a week because as soon as I see like you see how this
start fucking with it.
I start fucking with it.
I fuck with the thumbs because her nails will last.
But like once my thumbs are gone, all the rest of them bitches are getting fucked with. Nah, I'm a nail biter. I'm a picker. Like I pick my skin. I pick my toenail polish. I pick.
These are my fault. I did fuck with them.
But I bet your text has been way better.
Huh?
I bet your text messaging situation
but
has
it's
been way
this
better.
wig that needs to be addressed now because all it needs to be is washed and redone. But bitch, I haven't had time.
I colored my hair.
I know, it looks cute.
But I missed one spot. Look at this.
You still got the blonde. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna get it together. But for now, y'all gonna this is my truth.
I said I'm not putting makeup on today.
I don't have none on.
I don't have no contour. Y'all gonna see all these chins.
Yes.
My period came.
And then we're gonna wrap it up with this, but I am noticing the lines and shit in my face. When you look in the mirror, do you like start seeing your mom and shit?
Yes.
Like now when I look in the mirror,
I make certain faces. I see my mom. Like when I go like,
I see the because they're older, obviously, so they have more lines.
But they don't look older.
No, my mom don't look older, but I mean she don't look bad or nothing. But I'm just seeing
they're women in their 50s.
These lip lines and shit now that's coming, and I'm like, oh, bitch.
I have these lines in my forehead, and I'm like, oh.
Mine's is
time
around
for that retinol.
I'm doing something around my mouth. It's something that's happening. But
I'm getting jowls.
Yeah, some shit is happening. Like now, I see it. Some shit's happening, but I mean,
we're almost 40.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Aging means that you're alive, you know.
Yeah, we'll leave it as that. My birthday again. What the fuck is in this air?
Just now.
Something's in the air with this bitch. I gotta put my tree up this weekend. That's cute. Alright, I'm done.
I had to buy a tree because.
Oh, mine's just a fake tree. It's in my trunk right now.
Well, this is fake. This is my first fake tree. I was not dealing with them needles and shit.
Bless your heart. It's gonna only be fake trees for me.
It's just like how they smell.
Yeah.
So guess what? I have a candle that smells like spruce.
God, yes, Caucasian Betty.
You gonna stop coming for me?
You so fancy.
Why are you always coming for me? You and that nigga. Y'all Pisces really be coming for
it's a good way.
The light skin.
We admire you. It's a good way.
Accusing me of being Caucasian.
I could never light a Christmas smelling candle for Christmas. Anyway, 444.
444 the girls.
We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.